solving problems with similar triangles, this is the classic how wide is the river question. We have two triangles, we have PQR and RST. So I'm going to make them a little more visible and color coordinate them such as this. So this is triangle P, Q, and R. And then I'm going to rotate the RST triangle and put it right below. So S, T, and R. So when I look at this, I have this angle the same. Obviously, this angle is the same. And then this angle is the same here. So that's a good way to start, is to take the triangles and rearrange them so they make more sense to you. The next step is to create our proportional situation. So in this case, you want to start with a proportional situation like that. So in order to find what we're solving for, you have to refer back to the map. We're trying to find PQ, and PQ is right there. You have a choice at this time whether you want your variable on the right of the equal sign or the variable on the left of the equal sign. Generally, in grade 7, most of us like the variable on the left and the upper part. So if you put PQ in the upper left-hand corner, that'll help you. And now, in order to also help you, you can label the rest of your diagram. So QR is 9.6 meters. ST, which is right here, is 4.5 meters. And RS is 3.2 meters. So you need to find corresponding sides. What side corresponds with PQ or X? That would be TS. So you want to put TS right here. So PQ is equal to TS when relating to similar triangles. The next step is to go back to your blue triangle and look for a constant. The constant that's given in this triangle is QR, 9.6 meters. So you want to put QR right here. Then you need to refer to the pink triangle and find which side corresponds with QR, which is SR. And you want to put SR over here. So looking at this, you have the blue triangle on one side and the pink triangle on the other side. You have R's value here and corresponding side of R, TS here. You have your constant QR here and the corresponding side SR over here. From here, it's straight mathematics. You want to substitute your variables with your constants. The way we do that is by introducing brackets on both sides of the equation. And PQ is R, so still a variable. PQ is X rather, sorry, not R, which is still a variable. QR is 9.6 meters. TS is 4.5 meters. And SR is 3.2 meters. Our next step is to get rid of the brackets. According to the order of operations, we do brackets first. And at this stage, we should know that there's an invisible 1 in front of each of these brackets. And we just simply multiply 1 times x, 1 times 9.6, 1 times 4.5, and 1 times 3.2. And you end up with x, 9.6 meters, 1 times 4.5 meters is 4.5 meters, 1 times 3.2 meters is 3.2 meters. And at this point, you are now left with a very simple algebraic equation where you're going to solve by multiplication. The reason you have to solve by multiplication is because you want to get the x all by itself. Unfortunately, the x is being divided by 9.6 meters. In order to solve for x, you have to do the opposite, which is multiply by 9.6 meters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put brackets around both sides because I'm going to be multiplying. And I'm going to change 9.6 meters into a fraction. And the reason why I change 9.6 meters into a fraction is it's easier to deal with 9.6 meters in fraction form when you're multiplying it by these two. My next step is to go straight across, because when you multiply by fractions, you multiply your numerators together and you multiply your denominators together. And on this side, I'm going to multiply my numerators together and I'm going to multiply my denominators